Today on Singles Court, Kerry wants Patrick to move it or lose it.
I'm offering him to move to my place rent-free. This way he can pay off his bills.
He wants her to plant her moneymaker at home, where it belongs.
Man in the house, he takes care of his wife, he takes care of the kids, and the woman takes care of the baby.
And
I love her.
Fraser wants to tie the knot.
I have the ring.
Oh, put the ring away.
But Jenny says, where's the fire?
I don't have passion for you. Zero. Goose egg. Kudos. Nothing.
I'm not trying to change what she's saying. All I'm saying is that we are in love.
You're in love with a book called Love.
Well, hello there, and welcome to Singles Court, the #1 show on the Singles Broadcast Network, as voted by me, Michael Day, the show's producer. But please say hello to the lady in charge, relationship mediator, Angela Segal.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, Angela.
You seem to be awfully chipper today, and you scare me when you're like that.
Well, you know, some of us have to be in a good mood. Some of us don't have problems like the people we have today. Not to say that
Michael.
they are problematic, but this is the case we have before us. In the studio, we have Patrick and Kerry. Patrick is a teacher, and Kerry is a sales manager. They met recently on a singles cruise, and...
I like those.
Yes, I know you do, and they like it too because they found each other and hit it off. And the only problem comes up when the fact that they live in different ports. And now Kerry is saying to Patrick, why don't you weigh anchor and come over and stay with me? And Patrick's saying, well, hold on there, skipper. I'll let them explain it a little better in their own words, but I call this the case of so close, but yet so far.
Well, Kerry, I mean, you did find love on a cruise. That's good.
I did. It was great. I mean, like, I met him on the deck. We were playing Twisters and all. And, I mean, for the next 4 days, we were inseparable. I mean, it was great.
And all because of Twister.
All because of Twister.
I love it. It's great. That's good news.
But, you know, I think our relationship can go a little bit further.
So what happened? So you went back to reality.
I did. I
He went back to reality.
For months, we kept calling each other, emailing each other and everything. But now, like...
Did you see each other again since the cruise?
No.
Not at all?
No. We live like 1,000 miles apart.
Like, I'm in Seattle.
Okay, but what about, the plane ticket? How come, I don't understand why you didn't see each other in between.
Well, okay, because I'm always working. Like, I have a great job and everything. And I really like Patrick, and that's why I really want him to move in the city.
See, but my problem is...
So you've only seen each other once, really, except when
Just
you
once.
met.
I'm not, I mean, oh,
And
girl.
you want him to move.
Oh, Angela, it was good. It
must have.
It was good.
It must have been. I mean, that boat must have been rocking.
It was rocking. It was
But
rocking.
I'm just wondering why you're ready to move. You wanted to move in, and you only have seen him one time.
But we've talked, like, practically every day.
And
Every day.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying, you know, because I'm a teacher, right? And as a teacher, I don't make a lot of money. But she's like, she has a great place and she has a great
But
apartment
that's what I've been
and stuff.
trying to tell you, Patrick. If you move to my city, you can move in my house.
Yeah, well, see, hold on a second. I'm not saying, because she's fine. I mean, you look at her, I mean, carries everything I'm looking for in a woman. I mean, she's beautiful, she's intelligent and everything. But I still have student loans. See,
But I guess I'm missing something.
Yeah.
So she wants you to move to where she lives.
Yeah, city.
And you're saying you don't want to because, but your reason is what?
I can't afford it. I just can't afford it. On a teacher's salary, I can't afford to move.
You can't afford to move.
I can't afford to move because I got student loans.
Would there be any other reason, like we've only seen each other once, except for today would be the second time? Would that have anything to do with it?
Well, not really. I mean, no.
I'm offering him to move to my place rent-free. This way he can pay off his bills.
Rent-free. See, that's a problem. You can't ask me to move into your apartment rent-free because you and I, like she said, we've seen each other once. We got to take it one step at a time.
Well, that's my point.
Exactly.
More than the money.
But I still,
Kerry, are you willing to have him come and live there, having only seen each other? This will be the second time. And you're in singles court. You met once, and you're in singles court the second time. Call me crazy, but that seems
All right.
See,
What
that's what I'm saying.
Hold on, let me talk. I'm saying I respect your views, your old-fashioned views, all right? But if you come to this,
old-fashioned, like we need to see each other more than once before we live together?
yeah. But if he doesn't come to the city, how are we going to get to see each other
How am I going to
more?
move to the city? I moved to the city. You know what? I don't even have my own friends.
All
Like
right,
her
fine,
friends are
fine,
going to be
fine.
my friends. I need to
But
create my own.
here's my
thing.
question, Patrick. You don't want to move because of the fact that you say you can't afford it. Obviously, you don't have an issue with the fact that you've only seen each other once. So my next question to you is, what's the problem besides the money? Because she's saying that you can live with her. She's saying the money's not a problem.
Exactly.
See, I got to be honest. See,
No, that's a good idea. I usually like that when you come into the place, you know, but go ahead, you can start now.
Be honest, be honest.
all right,
because- you know what,
fine,
hold
all
on.
right, okay.
If
You know what?
don't wanna
No.
See, look this way.
See, it's not that I don't love her. I do love this. I do care about the relationship and everything. But I'm saying that I can't afford. To be true to myself, I can't take money from a woman.
You can't what?
I can't take money from a
So
woman.
that's what this is about.
See,
So
you
don't-
can't take, but wait, you don't have to treat it as
Kerry, talk
charity.
to me.
It's not
Talk to me.
charity. It's not
Angela,
charity.
Why
It's
do you
not.
Angela asked me to talk to her.
Fine.
Angela, he doesn't have to treat it as charity.
He doesn't want it.
But I'm saying I want to see him more.
So
all
you're
right?
willing to pay for him
Yeah.
to live with you.
Yeah,
And
and if he
I'm
doesn't want to
saying-
live with me, I'll find him an apartment.
It's
I
not
have
I
to pay
don't
for
want to
it.
live with. It's not I don't want
I
to live
got a
with you.
great job. You
But
don't
you
have a
can't.
good job.
See, if you start giving me money right now,
Patrick.
if you.
Look at me, okay? Basically what she's saying to you, she's making you an offer you probably would have a hard time refusing unless you have a good reason. You don't have to worry about money. She's willing to lay out all this dough for you. But understand that with all that dough comes some control. Because now you're living in her city, she paid for you to come there, and you're gonna be in her apartment.
It's not about control.
So what is it
It's about the way I was raised.
Okay.
I was raised where the man takes care of the family. There's a man in the house, he takes care of his wife, he takes care of the kids, and the woman takes care of the babies.
So
So
what-
it's the way I was raised. I cannot be true to myself. I cannot be true to myself.
I thought
you
you
don't-
were old-fashioned, but now you're really in the Stone Age.
It's
no,
not a question of
Kerry,
being a stone
Kerry,
age.
Kerry.
It's a question.
See, you notice I'm hitting that lighter
Yeah,
and lighter
sorry,
because
Angela.
it's really not worth busting up over you all. Kerry, his point is that he has a certain expectation in a relationship. See, now you haven't found this out yet because you only met each other once. Now you know, okay?
Yeah.
He doesn't want a situation where he's depending on you. So now you have to think of another alternative.
Well, you know what? I really believe that the only reason that he doesn't want to come to the city to live with me is because he doesn't care as much as I do. He doesn't care about the relationship as much I do.
No, I do love
Are
you.
you listening
I
to
love
what he's
her.
saying?
I love you. Listen to me. I love you. But I'm saying that if you give me money, you're gonna take us into a path down that you and
Patrick,
I could.
what's the other alternative? Because you don't have the money. She does. She wants to see you. It seems like you all don't know anything about getting special airfares, which I can help you with later on. I don't understand why. I mean, I'm missing something here.
There's nothing to miss. I mean, I do care about her.
You're telling me.
Yo, I'm saying.
I'm trying to understand why you all are sitting here fighting over living together when you haven't even developed the relationship
I
yet.
think the relationship has potential. I think it's
So
serious
why
enough.
don't you move to the city so we can see each other some more?
Because if I move to the city, then I move into your territory, and then you gotta pay for.
Guess
for,
what?
For
Oh,
you
everything.
know what?
And
No.
Guess what? I'm moving. I'm moving to my resolution. Bye.
Oh, you see, you
No,
did that.
no, I didn't do nothing.
Moving to a new city and a new relationship is a big deal. You know, Kerry, you're jumping the gun big time. I mean, it's wonderful when you meet someone on vacation, but the truth of the matter is that reality does set in. And when it does, you have to realize that this is where you really live, not on the cruise ship. You know, I think what you're trying to do is prolong the vacation by moving him to the city because it was good. Believe me, a lot of people do it. It's not uncommon. Patrick, your old-fashioned values are commendable. The thing is, you have to find somebody who shares them. You know, you can't fit a square peg into a round hole. When you look at relationships in general, it's wonderful when you make that love connection. It's great. It seems like time stands still. But the key words are, seems like. Time doesn't really stand still. It doesn't stand still for anyone. So what happens is as time goes on, you have to allow yourself to see where the person lives, what they do on a day-to-day basis, how they make decisions. All those things are important before you make a move. In this situation, what I would recommend both of you do is chalk up some airline miles, get yourself a credit card. Every time you use it, you get some miles, and go and visit each other. See where you live. Make sure you like it. And if you do, then you can decide maybe it's something you want to do in terms of hooking up and living together. Because ultimately, nobody wants to have a residence that every time you move in, that 3 months later you're going to be sending a card that says, no forwarding address left. So I suggest you think real long and hard before you make that move. And that's that in black and white.
Next on Singles Court.
That's the case.
Fraser wants to tie the knot,
I have the ring.
Oh, put the ring away.
but Jenny says, where's the fire?
I don't have passion for you. Zero. Goose egg. Kudos. Nothing.
All I'm saying is that we are in
listening.
love.
You're in love with a book called Love.
And Singles Court is back. Are you seated comfortably? Okay, then let's begin. Here she is, relationship mediator Angela Segal.
I'm seated comfortably.
And so am I. These are nice, eh? I'd rather be at home on the couch, though.
Me too.
Yes. Okay, so let's get through this one and then we can get the heck out of here.
Not together, though. Let's make that clear.
Okay, fine. In our studio today, we have Jenny and Fraser. Fraser is a computer salesman, and Jenny is an advertising account manager. The two have been dating for about a year now, but recently Fraser has said the C word to Jenny. I'm talking about commitment. He got down on one knee and proposed to her, and she replied with, I'll have to get back to you on that one. She's a little hesitant to get involved. I'll let them explain it themselves, but I call this the case of passion and clashin'.
Jenny.
It's a big thing. It's life, you know. It's the rest of your life. So I figure.
So was it no, I don't want to, or maybe later? Or?
I don't want to rush into anything. You know, I just think that we've been seeing each other for a year, and
We've spent every minute of the last year together. I mean, if you don't know somebody by that time, I mean, it's time. It's time to do this.
Every minute?
Every spare minute we've had,
His place,
we
my
do
place, you
everything
know,
together.
but-
We have all the same interests. We have the same friends. All our friends think we're great together. Our families
do,
think
yeah,
we're
they
great
do.
together.
Yeah,
I
they
proposed.
always tell me
I
that.
What do you
proposed
think?
marriage.
Well, I just think that first of all we need some time. I don't think that I want to rush into this. We haven't even got money saved up for a house, you know, if we're going to do that. And I just think that
You know what, Jenny?
There's still
the problem I have is that all the time we spend together, it means so much to me. And all the time we spend together means so
Fraser.
much to me.
I think she's heard this before, so why don't you tell me and Michael and all the viewing audience so we can all know.
All right.
Okay? Good
Sure.
idea. You've heard this. I mean, you're trying to convince her. She's saying, no, I want to wait. So what do you say to that?
I'm saying she just doesn't understand her feelings. Like, she loves me. I love her. We know that that's the case.
Okay, how come she doesn't understand?
You don't listen.
How
That's
come
the
she doesn't
thing.
understand
I'm
her feelings?
always listening.
No, you're
I'm
not
always
listening to
listening.
what I'm
Fraser,
saying.
Fraser, you're not listening right now.
Thank you.
I was listening.
How come she doesn't understand her feelings? That's what you said. She doesn't understand her
She
feelings.
doesn't understand that she loves me. She does love me, but she just doesn't know it. Like,
No, I know what I know, and I know that I don't want to jump in anything.
You know,
I'm
you're not
still
jumping
I still
into
have hurt
anything here,
feelings
though,
for my
Jenny.
last relationship.
Jenny,
That was devastating.
Jenny, you know, little girl over here, Angela. Explain to me.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it right now. I can respect that. But maybe we need a better way of explaining it to Fraser because he doesn't understand. Why is it that you don't want to get married? The house was one reason. You don't have enough money saved up for the house.
Yeah,
What else?
it's also the last relationship. I have to admit, I'm bringing some baggage in from the last relationship.
We all have baggage, just like at the airport, but you put it on the carousel. You either pick it up and take it, or you
you
leave it
move
there.
on.
Well,
you
it's
move
kinda
on
like
with
a
that. It was
knapsack, you know?
4
It's
years
on
ago.
my-
Oh, it's a
with me.
knapsack.
Yeah.
It's a knapsack.
With
4
me,
years ago,
and I
this
don't want
relationship.
to bring it into this relationship, but I'm feeling like, you know, he wants me to open, and I want to open, but I'm still feeling vulnerable and some
Okay,
scars.
have you started to unpack this knapsack?
Yeah, a little bit.
Come
Okay,
on.
so you're
it's
not
been
over that part of it. Fraser, why are you not hearing what she's saying?
I'm hearing what she's saying, but
She's
it's been
saying, I'm
4
not
years.
over
I've
it.
met the guy. I met her ex, and he is not her type. I am her type.
Well, he still
Fraser.
was I was in love with him. I
Yeah,
was
but that's
crazy
over
about him. That's
now,
why my
Jenny.
heart was
That's-
broken, and I don't want that to
that's
happen
over now.
again.
Fraser, you're not listening. She's telling you, I don't want to marry you right now. I have issues. What do you say to that? Besides trying to convince her that her feelings don't count.
I have the ring.
Oh, put the ring away. Oh, he keeps. This is the guilt I have to deal with all the time.
Well, it belongs on your
ring,
finger.
The
That's
family,
what this
everything.
ring belongs on your finger.
He is really getting
your
pretty guilty
parents, my
into
parents,
marrying
we all,
you.
everybody.
Just
Fraser,
something. You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. You won't want to hear it. I don't have passion for you. I am sorry that it had to come. So that we had to come here and that this had to come out like this, but
you know what?
You're
You
a great
do have
friend.
passion
You're a
for me.
great
You
friend.
do have
Wonderful
passion for me.
friend.
We have
fun.
we've had
Jenny,
so much passion.
Jenny,
We've had so much passion in the
Fraser,
lives.
The only passion you have is the passion to talk. Be quiet. Jenny, do you understand that you just told him you have no passion for him? I know. And did you hear what he said back to you? You do have passion for me. No matter what you say, he doesn't believe you. So let's talk to him. Let's be quiet and let's find out from him why he does not hear anything that comes out of your mouth. Why don't you hear anything that comes out of Jenny's mouth? If she said, you are a black man, what would you say? I don't think you see that I'm not a black man. I mean, explain to me, because I don't understand what you're saying. I really don't get it.
You know what? I'm so in love with Jenny. And
That you can't think?
That
or
I'm
see
thinking
or
clearly.
hear?
All the time I'm thinking clearly. I mean, I spend all my
Fraser's a
time
bit of
with
a
Look
her.
at me,
Pushover,
Fraser,
too.
and explain to me what I just asked you, which is, why is it that you don't hear anything she's saying? She said, I don't have passion for you.
That doesn't make any
Let me
sense.
give you an analogy. It would be like you coming up to me and wanting to be involved with me and me saying to you, you don't turn me on.
That's
and you
one
saying,
thing. But we've spent a whole year together, and we spent all our spare time together. So what's not to understand here? We spend all our time together.
she does not have passion for you.
I think you're in love. You know what? You're in love with being in love. 144 roses I get after our first date. No, who gets 144? One rose says I love you. 144 says
I'm psycho.
yeah, exactly.
Fraser,
And then
do you hear this?
I hear it.
Okay, so what do you have to say besides trying to change what she's saying?
I'm not trying to change what she's saying. All I'm saying is that
Not
we are
listening.
in love.
you're in love with a book called Love. You're not in love with
You know,
me.
see, this is what love is.
Fraser, look at me, okay? Look at me, and once again, let's try and talk about this. She does not have passion for you. That means if you were walking by in a Speedo, she wouldn't even look, okay? That's what that means. Now explain to me how you want to have a relationship with someone who has no passion for you. Zero, goose egg, kudos, nothing.
I mean, I can convince you of everything else.
Let's find out. Maybe he'll have an answer.
Well, all I have to say to that is, you know, I've been upfront with my feelings since the very beginning. Maybe you could have done the same.
Okay, so you at least accept the fact that she doesn't have passion for you. Now, why didn't you tell him that from the beginning?
You know what? Because I have been trying to be as diplomatic and as kind and as gentle, and we're good friends. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to leave you with scars that I was left with.
So
but I
you
have
wait
to be
a whole year?
No, I've been
He's got a
trying
point
to
there.
tell you. I've been trying to tell him.
How long have you been trying to
I've
tell
been
me?
telling you.
How did you try to tell him? Like laying in the bed with
Yes,
both
in
feet
bed. Exactly. I was sick.
Oh, that's-
No, well, not when they were in bed then. That was,
okay.
you know, there was moments that was okay, but it still didn't have the, you know what I mean? It just, so
Okay.
I was sick in bed.
Okay.
And he took 2 days off work, and
Yeah.
I wanted to be alone with my headache and my Kleenex and my soap operas, and not have to. And he was there at the end of my bed.
Taking care of you because
Guess what?
I
Guess
love
what?
you.
I have no passion for this case, and I'm coming back with my resolution. Goodbye. See ya. A relationship without passion is destined for failure. And that's kind of where we are now. Jenny, no one can make you feel passionate about Fraser if you don't. However, you had a responsibility to him to be honest and tell him that you didn't feel the same way he felt about you. I understand you're in a difficult situation. It's very hard when someone passionately loves you and you don't feel the same way. No one wants to be the bad guy. So what most people do is the same thing you did, which is carry it on hoping that it will solve itself. But I will let you know that it's like any other problem. If you don't solve it, you're usually left without a choice. And that's sort of where you are now. Fraser, you refused to listen to anything she told you. So it didn't matter what she told you in terms of her feelings because you just were in total denial. You just would not listen to anything that she said. You had your own agenda, and you felt as though because you loved her, that was enough, when you really require her love in return. You know, passion is the fuel that drives a relationship. And this relationship was driven on a half-empty tank, and you put in all the gas. That's always a problem, because when you get to your destination, you have to remember that all the gas came from you. I suggest you both go on with your life, look for greener pastures, search for a relationship where passion will be at a premium. And that's that in black and white.
Well, there it is. When it comes to relationships, you have to make sure the whole crew's on board before you sail off into the sunset. And they say love is blind, but in extreme cases, it can be deaf, dumb, and stupid as well. Join us next time here at Singles Court, the final word for singles.